welcome to a challenge practical video. Today's video being on the Resourceful challenge. Yes, Resourceful challenge involves you getting 3 kills without dying using resupply grenades. Of course, for the class setup, you do want to check out my theory video. I'll put a link in the description below and possibly an annotation on the screen if I feel like experimenting with them at this point. So the tactic for this is fairly simple. You can make this a bit easier on yourself. I, of course, am not. At the start of this video, I'm playing heavily objectively, which is a big mistake. You do not want to actually play objectively to achieve this challenge on hardpoint. So one good tip you can use is to, as soon as you spawn or respawn, is offload your 2 grenades instead of standing around like an idiot waiting for your care package. If you offload your grenades as soon as you physically can, that means you can resupply sooner, and every kill you get with grenades from that point on will be, of course, towards the challenge. Now, the thing with this is you do have to get 3 kills with your resupply grenades without dying, and it can be fairly tricky, especially on a small map such as this, where survival is much harder to achieve. The larger the map, the easier this is to actually achieve, so do try to keep that in mind when going for this challenge. Right, so as you can see, at this point I'm playing rather stupidly and just playing objectively. Yes, I know, saying playing objectively is stupid is contradictory, as you do intend to try to win, but it's not always the best case. When I stop playing objectively, I do achieve this challenge massively. I go beyond the requirements, but of course I don't expect anybody else to do just that. I expect you to just follow the tactic and achieve the challenge. But of course, if you prefer to try the slightly easier method, in my opinion, which is the safeguard method, which is basically the fire discipline method, I will link the fire discipline challenge video as well down below, and I'll of course mention that more in the theory to explain how you can achieve it in that. And if anybody does want me to actually do a practical video of it, I will happily do a practical video where I achieve the Resourceful challenge whilst doing this in I will achieve the Resourceful challenge in safeguard using the fire discipline method and explain it to you there if anybody does want it. Just leave a comment below and I'll get onto it at some point to have the week off. Okay, ideally you do not want to be camping on the hard point. I am, because my teammates are not, and well, we want the points, but as soon as my teammates start camping the hard points, I do start playing towards this challenge a bit more. As you can see, I'm outside the hard point, just camping, waiting for people to contest the hard point or capture it. Here, I'll also note I'm using a gaming headset, so I do hear this person long before they run around this corner, which is why I was there waiting for them quite nicely. Now, it does take for the rotations to go through once before I start actually working effectively towards this challenge. I've actually had to extend the video time to 15 minutes for recording because, well, simply put, the gameplay lasts longer than that, and I wanted to keep it all in just so you can see how to and how not to do this. The first half of this video is how not to do this. I do fairly, I'm not doing brilliantly, but I'm not doing massively terribly as well. Also like you to note that I am using the MX Garand from the care packages, as well as the Marshall 16s from the care package. A good tip for the Marshall 16s, if you do go for the dual wield method, is to just keep alternating firing them, as they do have a long reload time, and if you fire one then the other, you can keep your reload times down to a minimum. So once the rotations reach about the same point they were last time, where I was in the building opposite this one, I do achieve this challenge, and I do achieve it well. But until then, just watch my terrible shooting and terrible gameplay for the first half, and get ready for some impressive gameplay to come. So, as the spawns were getting close to flipping, and for some reason I terribly missed that second shot there. I do start to get towards this challenge in just a moment. So, like I say, as long as you keep offloading your semtexes or explosives, it is easy to achieve the challenge, because every single kill you get with the grenades afterwards is going to be towards this challenge. But unfortunately, I'm not doing it full justice here. Okay, I shall die twice more, I believe, before I start rocking this challenge, and then you will see me go on the streak like none before. So, unfortunately, that would have been nice if I'd actually been resupplied at that point, but not always the case. Why I went for the black cell is beyond me. I think I was trying to shoot my left trigger and I just had my finger over the wrong button. So, once the hard point moves, we will see me start working towards this challenge. So, here we go. The grenade I've got at the moment is resupplied, so every kill I get with this will be towards the challenge. I do see the person there, and I know I've got my pit shotguns out, so I'm playing smart and avoiding that line of sight and just working my way into here. Try to get a grenade there, but it doesn't work. And still no kill with the grenades, but now I've resupplied a grenade. Time to start playing smart. As you can see, I'm back in this corner outside of the hard point, just waiting for the enemy to come towards me, and of course using my sixth sense to see where they're coming from, throw out the grenade and get my first kill towards the challenge. Now I just need to survive and get 2 more, which, like I say, as long as I play smart and avoid sitting on the objectives, is easy to achieve. All I'm doing is waiting for the enemy to come round into a position where I can kill them and resupply, or just waiting for the hard point to move so I can do this. Once again, using my gaming headset, I do realise hear the enemies come in and resupply quite nicely. And now, make my way back round this way because it's safer. You do have to play smart, avoid running into points where it can be a bit dangerous. Because hard point contested, let's move my second one. Now, I'll be very careful here, avoiding making any mistakes. Since I've got 2 towards the challenge, I'm playing extra careful. So, doing everything I can to avoid death. And I'm doing that my third one right there. Of course, I'll resupply. I'm just going to keep working towards this challenge, bit by bit, pushing towards it, trying to get more and more kills achieved. I do note that that person's coming, throw my grenade out, doesn't get a kill, but I do throw it out hoping. Of course, now, got a minute where I stay alive for quite a while now. So, how I survived that I don't know, but using my clones there to try and distract them a little bit, and it works to my advantage. As you can see, I'm just throwing an endless amount of grenades here. The more grenades you throw, the easier this challenge is to achieve, because every grenade you get throw out towards where an enemy is can net you your kills towards this challenge. So throw out as many as you physically can. As you can see, I'm just playing smart, avoiding the hard points, and here, since I've achieved the challenge, I do move into the hard point ready for it, resupplying, and just playing smart. Of course, they're not very smart there, and I do net myself a nice bit. Of course, less grenade kills about to turn up once I've dropped my power core. As I step out this door and keep seeing that they're over the other side, I just go for a grenade straight over and get a lucky stick and get 2 kills there. So as you can see, I've achieved a large number of kills with grenades without dying, and it's mainly by playing smart. By avoiding standing on the hard points, I do make it much easier for myself to avoid getting killed by the enemy. But on the same note, I have to make sure to keep moving and resupplying so that they don't click as to where I'm coming from or what I'm doing. If they the less you stay still, the easier this is for you to achieve. Constant moving and working hard towards this challenge will make you the challenge much easier. And like I say, larger maps are far better for this than anything else. Now I've actually achieved the challenge and talked you through everything. Just enjoy the rest of the gameplay and take care, good luck, and have fun.
Supplies drop exiting AO.
Rolling Thunder, ready for deployment.
Info uploading Rolling Thunder params.
GI unit destroyed.
Kill.
Hardpoint locked down. Hardpoint identified.
Confirmed.
Be advised. Hostile care package overhead. Hardpoint lost. They were no match for us. Mission successful.
Goal reached. Victory achieved.